What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for episode 3 of Building Umbara. In today's episode, we're going to be tackling the big hill towards the back of my mock. It's been something in the back of my mind for a long time now because I'm still not sure exactly how I want it to look, but this week I hope to make good progress because I had a huge order of slope pieces come in and some more bricks and some more plates. So I have all the things there. I just need to kind of put the bricks down and kind of play around with things so I can try to get that hill right. But enough of me explaining it, let's go start building. Well, with me still waiting on plate, this week's episode is going to be interesting. I did get a bunch of black brick in, so I'm going to be raising up this back wall and the side wall till about here probably. So hopefully we can get it closer to about right here so I can really gauge how high exactly I want this hill to be. And then we're probably also going to spend a lot of time over here on this side. If you guys watched my haul video on Wednesday, you'll see I got a lot of these slope pieces, so I'm ready to really make some good progress right here on this hill. I think I'm going to have like another smaller plateau up here and then have it step up again to another hill, but I'm not 100% sure. So we still have stuff to do even though I'm waiting on plate. I'll probably also get some of this area filled in. So once I get that done or get some more progress made, I'll jump back in with another update. All right, it's high time I checked back in with another update for you guys. As you can see, chaos reigns on the mock. We've got bags, bins, and parts everywhere, but amidst the chaos, we do have much progress. I've got a lot done over there to show you guys, as well as this whole area. And I think last time we talked, this was bare as well. So I threw down a layer of plate right here and I angled it, as you can see, along this whole side. That way it matched that side, and we have a nice little U right here that goes around this crater really nice and just helps make everything look a little bit more symmetrical. Also, angling this plate along this line really helped the landscape flow into the hill. You may be wondering to yourself where I got all that plate, and let me show you. Unfortunately, I had to tear it up from this back end of the mock. As you can see, it goes off in that direction, and I may have to tear it more. The reason I did this is because I thought to myself, well, this whole area is all pretty much done. I know what it's going to look like. I've already put brick down. I've already moved on to other areas. So if I strip off some of the plate and use it over there, I'll still continue to make good progress and show you guys new updates. And then once my packages come in, hopefully if they come in with all that extra plate and brick, I can just refill everything in later. So I may end up taking more from this end to help on that end, but don't worry, it will all be fixed in the end. Moving back to the other end of the mock, you can see I have made a lot of progress on raising up this plateau right here. Initially, I thought I was going to have just a little plateau and then have it kind of spill down into there. But as I was building, I had what you could call an epiphany. So I said earlier I was going to have a Umbara heavy tank right here, but I actually think I might move it back up to here because I can have much more space to create a bigger plateau, because I was worried it would look and feel a little bit crammed right there. That way I can save this area for Umbaran troops and kind of in an infantry skirmish or something like that. This should give you guys a pretty good idea of what the inside of this mock looks like. Basically just pillars and green platforms. All of my pieces for Naboo are coming in very handy as filler brick. I'm going to have to add some more in over here on this side as well. So here's where most of the progress has been coming, and this part is a very big deal right here because this whole battle that I'm building is the landing assault of the 501st Battalion on Umbara. So what they do is they land down in this field and they kind of assault this ridge right here that goes up off like that. And I didn't want to build the entire ridge because they don't end up taking the ridge until they've already won the initial battle. And so I couldn't build this hill too steep because in the actual scene in the Clone Wars TV show, they're able to just kind of run up that hill. And so I'm trying to mimic that with, we have a really gradual slope right here. And then over here in the middle, you can see things get much more steep. So I'm actually going to create little paths and trails that run up to the hill. So it won't just be one big flat mass, because honestly, I felt that would be kind of boring. So I really think having some steep areas and some shallow areas on the hill will really help spice it up and make it look really cool. One final update for the week to kind of give you guys an overview of all that went down this week. So I was able to get a ton of progress on this front hill, and I'm very happy about that because up until I actually built it, I wasn't sure how it's going to look. And I even ran into a few things that I changed as I was building. Right here, I decided to add another one of these little trench things like over there. So this is going to run up and kind of spill out over here onto this plateau and then run up this way because I want to have this half of the hill a little bit taller than that one because I don't want everything to be too uniform and level on the top. I also started to add some of these trans red slopes and trans red pieces onto the mock to see. I just wanted to get a good idea as to how that red would look, and I think it looks incredible. These little touches of red add so much to the mock, and this is just a little bit of what I have. As you can see, it really spices things up and adds a lot of depth and just, I don't know, a whole other level to this mock that I didn't realize. And so I'm really excited to keep experimenting with these trans red pieces and make other cool looking plants and stuff. Here's a quick look at what I've been doing with this hill. So I've been stacking a lot of 2x6 plate and then back underneath just supporting it with lots of these pillars of brick. It's very similar to what I was doing with Naboo. However, one very different thing I'm trying to do, Naboo was very uniform and very flat because in that movie that hill was just, one flat rolling hill. However, Umbara is very rocky and very much not uniform. And so I have lots of these slope pieces in. I added this tall little rock ledge right here, and then I'm putting in another ledge right here. I'm trying to stagger the plate as much as I can so it doesn't look like it's very uniform. It looks very cut and very jagged. That's pretty much it for this week's update. Next week, I'm hoping to tackle this plateau area and maybe get a little bit done over there. I do have some parts coming. I don't have a ton of parts, so we may be pretty much done with what we can do for the hill. But that's it for this week, guys. Let's hit that outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Building Umbara. It feels really good to get that progress done on the hill. Now that the hill's kind of done, I can really focus my attention onto the other side of the mock and kind of how the plants and how everything's going to look. Unfortunately, I'm still kind of in a very uncertain place with my parts of whether or not they're going to be coming in, if I should order them or not. So these next couple of weeks, we might be all over the place. Maybe 1 week working on plants, the other week working on terrain, the other week building a giant hover tank for the Umbara. Stay tuned for lots of changes and updates. We may not be finishing this mock in chronological order, as in working from the front and then just moving to the back. We may be all over the place. That being said, I'm going to still try to keep the updates fun and entertaining and make sure I show something new every week. That way you guys don't get tired of seeing the same old thing every week. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please don't forget to let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future updates. But until next time, happy building.